Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to get this monochromatic brown look. I was really inspired by my bodysuit actually. I just got this the other day and yeah, I just really like the color of it, so I wanted to do makeup look based off of it. So here you go. I also show you how I do my summer skin in this tutorial. It's super glowy. There's a lot of liquid highlighters and also powder highlighters, so be ready to glow like a little donut. Before we get into the tutorial, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, you know what to do, and yeah, if you want to know how I create this look, please keep watching. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do to get started on this summer monochromatic makeup, I'm just gonna spritz my face with my Superdrug Vitamin E Hydrating Mist, and this is really nice for just locking in that extra bit of hydration. I use this before my makeup, during my makeup, and after my makeup as well, and it's like honestly the nicest, and it has the same ingredients in here as Max Fix Plus, but it's cruelty free, so you know. So just gonna do a little spritz of that. And you can even do like your chest area as well. So I'm gonna do my foundation first. Typically that is what I usually do anyway. When I do my makeup, I always really do my foundation first, unless I'm doing a super heavy glam eye or like a bright color. So the foundation that I like to use every day, it's like my staple, is the It Cosmetics CC Plus cream, and this is a color correcting full coverage cream and anti-aging hydrating serum with SPF 50. So this isn't going to be good if you're going to somewhere where there's going to be flash photography, but typically on a day-to-day I like to cut my routine down as much as possible, so I like that this has my SPF in there already and I don't have to worry about it. And I've actually been wearing this for a long time. It's definitely like one of my favorite foundations I've used. So I just take one and like a tiny bit of a pump, and then I apply that with a damp beauty blender. So for me, I like more of a sheer coverage foundation. So for me, this one is like perfect. So what I like to do is do one thin layer of this and make sure I leave enough product on my palette just so that I can do a second layer. And take this up right underneath my eyes as well, and I also take it over my eyelids. And then, so I've left about half of the foundation on the palette, and now what I'm going to do is take my iconic London Illuminator drops. And I love these during the summer, especially because I don't want like to wear such a rich moisturizer underneath my foundation. I like to wear more of like a mattifying one, just so I don't get super oily throughout the day. So I'd like to add that glowiness back in. So I've just put 2 drops on there, and then I'm just going to mix that with a spatula. So now with that mixture, I'm just going to go mainly on the high points of my face and like the center. I want it to look like I've got that nice glow from within. So now I'm going to apply my concealer, and it's just the same concealer as always. I'm just using my Tarte Shape Tape. I'm just going to apply a little bit of that underneath my eyes. And then again, just blend that out with my beauty blender. And then to set that, I'm just going to take some of my RCMA No Colour Powder, which I've just keep in my Laura Mercier pot. I'm just going to take it on my beauty blender and then tap it off on the back of my hand, and then press that on underneath of my eyes. And I only really want to set the direct under eye area. I don't want to take it out too far. Okay, so we've done the foundation and made it glowy, but now we're going to add more glow. So now I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Glow in the shade Perla. I'm just going to pop a bit of that on the back of my hand. And I'm actually going to apply this with my finger. And then I'm going to apply that to my cheekbones. And I like to almost like do a little smile so that I can get it right on the tops of the apples of my cheeks as well. Okay, so if you wanted more of like a natural looking glow, you could just leave it there, and that just makes your skin look super glowy, and it just looks like really supple and hydrated. But what I'm gonna do is just go on top with a little bit of the ABH and Amrezy highlight. You thought it was over, but it isn't. And I'm just gonna apply just a tiny little bit of this, nowhere near as much as I usually do, just to the very high point. And I'm using a really soft pressure with my brush. And you can see that just intensifies it a little bit just on the high points, but you can obviously definitely skip this step and you would still have a really nice glow. I'm just going to pop a little bit of that above my brow. That's actually one of my favorite areas to highlight. Some people obviously probably don't like it because that's where they get oily, but I don't tend to get that oily. So I do like to add that little bit of shine there. And then just at the top of the bridge of my nose. And now I think that that is sufficiently glowy for my summer skin. Then the last thing I'm going to do to seal in that glow, to seal in that skin, is just go in with another spritz of the Vitamin E Hydrating Mist. You could even, if you wanted more of an intense glow, you could do that step and then apply the powder highlight, but because we put the cream highlight down, you don't really need to do that before. And I literally look like I've just come off the conveyor belt of the donut factory. Got my glaze on. So now we're going to add some color and dimension to the face with bronzer. So I'm going to go back to my old fave. He's looking a little bit worse for wear, but this is my Marc Jacobs Tantric bronzer. I really don't know what happened to him. I think I hit pan and then he just started crumbling. Poor guy. And I'm using my Backstage Beauty angled powder brush. And instead of sweeping this onto the skin, I kind of like to push it into where I want it to go and build up the intensity that way. And then when I really want to sculpt out underneath, I'll just get a bit of product on the edge of the brush and then just sweep that underneath my cheekbone. I'm going to use this as sort of like a blush as well. And I'm also going to take that bronzer just on the sides of my forehead. Not too much here. Obviously, I don't have that big of a forehead, so I don't like to contour it. I just like to bring the bronzer all the way around the face. And then I can also take the edge of the brush, because it is quite a sharp edge of this brush, and just really lightly dust that down the sides of my nose, just to give like a nice sculpted effect without fully contouring it. Alright, so now that the base is done, I'm just going to hop off camera, do my brows, and I'll be right back so we can do the eyes. So for this look, I'm not actually going to put like an eye primer on because I do still want it to look more kind of, I don't know, like the theme I'm going for is tan. I want to look tanned, so I don't really want to blank out my whole lid with a base. So I'm just going to use the bit of foundation and concealer that's already on there. I'm just going to tap out any creases with my finger, and then I'm just going to go straight in to the eyes. So the first shade I'm going to take is by Makeup Geek, and it is the shade Preppy. Really nice, of like, reminds me of like really like olivey brown skin. So I'm going to go in with that and a Zoeva 221 brush. I'm going to take this all the way through the crease. So I'm taking this right into the inner corner as well, and then just really lightly feathering it up towards the brow bone and out towards the temple. I'm also going to run that underneath the eye as well with the same brush. Then I'm just going to take a clean brush. This is a Zoeva 228, and I'm just going to lightly blend that around the edges just to really soften everything. Okay, so the next shade I'm going to use is a completely different undertone, but it's definitely more the tone of this top, and that's kind of the tone that we're going for. And this one is Frappe. This one is also by Makeup Geek, and I'm going to take that on a Morphe M514 brush. I'm going to also take that into the crease as well. And then I'm just using the previous brush just to help merge those two shades together at the edge. And then again, taking it straight underneath the eye as well. Okay, and now with that same brush, I'm going to go into Cocoa Bear. This is also by Makeup Geek. And I'm going to place that in the crease as well, but I'm just going to keep it more to the outer third. I'm going to bring it onto the lid slightly as well. And then I'm going to take that underneath as well. And then the last thing I'm going to do for the eyeshadow is just highlight the inner corner. So I'm just going to take my Amrezy highlight again. And then you can also take a tiny bit of that on the brow bone as well, from the very highest point. And then I'm not actually going to do any liner for this look, but I am going to tightline my upper waterline just using my Earthquake eyeliner from Marc Jacobs, just to make sure we have no pink skin showing when we put our lashes on. Alright, so the last thing we have to do is the lip, and I'm not going to do my typical nude today. I'm actually going to mix these two colours from NYX, the Soft Matte Lip Creams. This one is London, so this one would be like a typical nude that I would usually wear, but then this one is Dubai, which is quite a dark brown. So I'm just going to line my lips with Oak from MAC to begin with. So first I'm going to go in with Dubai, and I'm going to apply like a really thin layer of this. I'm just going to leave that to just set for a little bit, and then I'm going to go in with another layer of this, just because it didn't actually come out as dark as I thought it was going to. Okay, so it is kind of still a nude, but it's like a really dark nude, which is something I do not usually do. Alright guys, and that is the final look. I hope you loved this monochromatic summer skin kind of video. I really love this kind of look. It's super easy to recreate, but it's really like effective if you add the lashes and the highlight. It just gives you like a really nice sort of put together feel. But yeah, I was just really inspired to do a look based off of this bodysuit that I got from Missguided. It's just a really nice color. I was just really inspired to do this makeup, so I wanted to do a nice monochromatic look for you guys. I haven't done anything like this on my channel in a long time. Actually, I don't even know if I've done a look like this, like a monochromatic look, ever on my channel. I'm not sure. As always, all of the products will be listed in the description box down below with links to where you can get them if they are still available. If they're not, then there won't be a link, but I'll still put it down there. That's it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon so you don't miss my uploads, and leave a comment down below with just something. Just say hey, let me know you're there, and I will get back to you. We can have a chat, we can get to know each other. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.